show you how to do the coding for add, edit, cancel, save, delete, and close buttons. In here, we're going to define our own function, the enable text boxes, clear text boxes, show buttons, hide buttons, and then we also put codes for your buttons, display, add, edit, cancel, save, delete, and clear. Okay, let's try to see what we had in our previous program. Let's try to run it. When you run it, if you put the user ID and display, you will see that the record will be displayed. If you put 2, instead of displayed, if you put 3, ID not found. So we have only 2 records. But this time I want to use a username as our new filter or search filter. So I want to make some modifications on my code. So instead of in your button display, if you click this, you'll see that we are testing the user ID. This time I'm going to change this to username. Please input the username, and then I'm going to change this into 2. Instead of using, I'm going to comment this out, and then I'm going to use a different parameter. You have seen instead of the user ID only, I use or. That means I can also use the username as my filter for searching. Now, going back to if I don't want to use this anymore, I can make this false, visibility false. So when you run the system, you'll see there's no user ID this time. Whatever you type in your username, it will display. If you type Griselda, it will display the contents of Griselda. Okay, so maybe we can put another button here. Say I want to put another clear button. Say I put and this is for my clear button. Button clear based on your this clear. Okay, then I'm going to put something inside. If I'm going to click this, I'm going to clear everything. So I'm going to put clearing 5 fields. Okay, so when you run this again, you'll see if you put Matthew and you click display, Matthew display. If you want to put another one, display, there you have it. Now let's put the code for your add button. But before we do that, we need to define 4 user-defined functions. What are those? The enable text boxes, clear text boxes, show buttons, and hide buttons. Okay, I'm going to place it here below. See? Enable text boxes, it will just enable all these different text boxes. Clear text boxes will clear the contents of the text boxes, and then the buttons, show buttons, will only make the buttons visible. The hide buttons will hide the visibility of the buttons. This you define yourself. Okay, now we're going to add the content for your add button, or the code for your add button. The add button, we'll have this. By the way, I need to put one more label there so I can distinguish if it is the edit, if you press added or edit button. So I need to put this label first in here, a label, so I would know whether I press the add or edit button. So LBL add or edit, or just add or edit, and then my label would be label name, the one that we're going to use for the program, label add or edit. So the function of this one is when you press add button, the value of this would become add. If you press edit button, the value of this label would become edit, just for us to know which button are we going to press. Okay, so there you have it. That's the add button. Now if you press the edit button, I have this code. Paste. That means we're going to hide the buttons, and then but the save and cancel buttons are visible. In your add button, you're going to clear the text boxes first, call this procedure or this function, and then the save and cancel button becomes true. Just copy this one. Okay, and then I'm going to do the cancel button now. First thing for the cancel button would be you're going to clear the text box for label edit. That means you won't see add edit label there, and then these buttons delete, add, edit, close becomes true. Okay, now for the save button, the save button would be like this. I'm going to put a try catch here just in case. You see, under the save button, first, if the label is add, you're going to insert that into your database, and these are the contents. See, you're going to add the username, password, last name, and first name that you are going to type inside your text box. Now, if your label is edit, that means you click the edit button. Okay, there's a different parameter now. You're going to use update, and then followed by username, password, last name, first name, user ID. That means you're going to change whatever inside the database, changing or editing. The first one is adding. Adding is insert. See? Just follow this instruction up to the last part in here. Okay? That's the content. If there's an error message, it will catch that error. And then I'm going to show you the delete button. If you're going to click the delete button, this will be the content. Do you really want to delete this record? Okay, the results no, and then just follow this procedure. Delete from users or username, whatever the username, it will delete the entire record. And then hide the button afterwards, and the button delete, add, edit, and close becomes true. That means visible. Clear the text box and enable the text boxes also. Okay, that's it. Let's try to run the program now. Let's see if we can add again the same Matthew. Display. Okay, that's Matthew. It's clear. Result again. Display. Okay, let's try to add this time. If you click add, what will happen? You see the add button is now the add label will be displayed here. Let's say if I want to add, say Edwin, then let's say coordinate. You have two options: either you cancel or you save. Say we want to save. Let's see if we have this already. Edit, Edwin, let's display. There, it's already in our database. Clear. Let's try to add another one. Say Marvin, Agoncillo, Marvin. Let's try to save, because if you cancel, it won't work. But if you add Marvin again, Marvin, Agoncillo, Marvin, and then save. There you have it. Now, if you want to check the database, go to your MySQL database using right click and then go to administration, and we'll see if we have already 4 records here, supposedly 4 records. Okay, let's open and try to see in our Matthew project users. See, we have already 4 records. Let's try to add another one. See if this really works. Let's say Dennis. Okay, let's say Astronon. Dennis. Let's try to add again. Oh, wait, sorry. Forgot to press add first. You need to click add first. And then Dennis. Capital letter. Then save. Okay, let's try to look at your database. Right click. And then reload. Okay, you see, we have already 5 records here. Assuming you want to edit one thing. Let's say we want to edit Agoncillo and change this to Marvin Agustin. Okay, let's see if we can work that out. Okay, I'm going to type Marvin here and then display. Let's see if I can edit and then change this to Agustin and then save. Okay, let's find out if Marvin is already changed to the last name changed to Agustin. Oh wait, one more time. Edit. Say, let's check your database. Reload. This should have been reload. Okay, does not change. Okay, let's try one more time. Agustin, and then let's save. Reload. Oh, does not change. The edit command is not working. Anyway, let's try to delete. Let's try to delete. Let's say Marvin. Okay, let's try to delete this one. Delete. Do you really want to delete this record? If you press no, it won't be deleted. But if you press yes, delete. Yes. Let's find out if Agoncillo Marvin has been deleted. Reload. Reload. Oh, even that is not working. Pause for a while. Okay. Let's try to check again. Marvin. Okay, not found. So if you're going to look at the, you see there's no Marvin here. There's no Marvin display. ID not found. Try to use browse. See, Marvin is not displayed here already. Let's say you want to edit one of the records. Say you want to edit Edwin. Let's change this to Edward, for instance. Edward. Okay, let's save. Okay, and then go back in here, reload, structure. This should be Edward. I'm going in my edit button. I'm going to change this user ID to username. Oops. Text user ID, change to username. Okay. Now let's find out again. Edwin. I already changed it. It's already Edward. So if I'm going to edit this one, I'm going to put back again to Edwin. Save. Okay, let's check your. It's already in Edward. Reload again. Go. It's already changed to Edwin. Okay. Let's say if you want to change Dennis Esternon and change it to Dennis Mendoza. Let's see if that is working. Display. Then change this to edit Mendoza. Save. Okay, let's check the file. Say Dennis in here. Maybe we can check right away. It's already Mendoza. And this database, reload. Cool. There you have it. So you have all the buttons now running properly. Okay, I'd like to do also one more thing in your button wherein you'll be doing the form loading. Very first time you load the form, we're going to add this one in here. When you double click the form, I want to put this as an initial value, enable the text box, clear, label, hide the buttons, and all these buttons becomes true. Let's run it again. It's still working. Okay, so everything is working now. If you add, is it clear? You can cancel out. All buttons are working. Say display. Display. Okay, thank you very much for watching. See you next time.